Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Aries for the month of December 2009. And this also applies if you have an Aries ascendant. So welcome Aries. This month there's going to be a lot of focus on achievement, on doing something, on seeing how you are in the world. It's going to be looking greatly. You've got planets in the 9th and 10th houses for most of this month. So for the beginning of the month till about the 2nd or 3rd week in the month, we've got the Sun, Mercury and Venus in your 9th house. So this is a time many of you may want to travel. And if you're not travelling physically, you're going to be travelling in your mind, or maybe extending your spirituality, your understanding, your ability to look at the future, to see the future. The 9th house is very prophetic. So for those of you that feel as though they can see ahead, this is really the time for looking above the horizon, particularly while the Sun is in Sagittarius until about the 22nd of the month. It's also a good time for those of you that are looking for love or some kind of a relationship with Venus in the 9th. You may well meet a foreigner, somebody from abroad or somebody from a different kind of a culture. It's also with Mercury in that house for much of the month as well. It's a time to learn new languages, to learn to understand new cultures, and to see how you can bring this very usefully into your life moving forward. Because then, towards the end of the month, we've got 4 planets going, very importantly, including Pluto, in your 10th house of career. So this is very much about you taking a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th look at your career. Where's your life going? Is it going in the direction you want it to, Aries? Many of you, I think, have been really soldiering on and not really feeling as though you've been getting the results you'd like to be getting. And you've been going anyway because, Aries, that's your nature. You fall down and then you pick yourself up and you go again. But this is a time really, particularly this month, I have to talk to you about the fact that Mars goes retrograde about the 20th of the month. Now this only happens every 2 years and 2 months when Mars goes retrograde, and it's actually going to be retrograde until March 10th. So what does this mean for you? Well, Mars is in your 5th house. The 5th house rules everything to do with children, creativity, romance, love affairs, anything to do with who you are as a person as well, what makes you feel good about yourself. Now, Mars is your ruling planet, Aries. So you're very much in tune with Mars, and for you, you like your Mars to be going directly forward. Now, when Mars comes into this retrograde state, it's very important for you to start to internalize. Instead of going out and doing, it's about thinking a little more. Mars, if you can imagine, going backwards. So it's like thinking a bit more about the issues that you may be frightened about, issues that you haven't wanted to face. Well, during the retrograde, you can plan out your course of action. You can think about the issues that trigger emotional responses in you. Think about those things. Start to look at them, because when Mars is retrograde, you've got a little bit more time to get a handle on these things. And I think this could be a positive thing for you, Aries. Yes, many of you are going to get frustrated with children, frustrated with yourself, frustrated with your partner, your romance, things not happening fast enough. There will be that feeling during the Mars retrograde. But if you can give yourself a little bit of space to understand what your knee-jerk reactions are, then this Mars retrograde could be a real pearl for you, because it could take you forward in your life once the retrograde is over in a new way, in a much more empowered way. So we've still got the Jupiter and Neptune in your 11th house, so many of you are making lots of friends. Some of you are finding a lot of friendships are dissolving on you. I also need to include in this that Mercury goes retrograde this month as well, so another big event. Not only Mars, Mercury going retrograde on the 26th of December, so in a way it's not a bad thing. It's over the holidays, because it's not a good time to start a new project. It's always just the tendency of little frustrations, Mercury retrograde. Things going wrong with technology, with travel, with turning up on time, all these little irritations with Mercury retrograde. So as long as you're not signing any important agreements, like a lease or selling something important, and as long as you limit your purchases to about $10, you'll be fine during the retrograde, and it actually goes direct on January 14th. So there you have it, Aries. It's going to be an interesting month, full of action until about the 20th. And then I would really cut back a bit on the action and start going more internal and inward. So I wish you a wonderful month and a very, very happy, healthy and prosperous 2010. And I will be back with more predictions for you for the new year, for the whole year. So for those of you that are interested maybe in having your own reading done of your own chart, or maybe giving it as a gift over the holidays to somebody you know and love, then I offer all kinds of different readings, and you may just want to have a look on my website. So I thank you so much for listening. For those of you that are regulars, thank you, and I wish you well. Bye for now.